Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from SegaCDUniverse.com and GravesideEntertainment.com. Today I'm going to show you a game that ex-Juggalo Rider 1991X wanted to see on YouTube. It's My Paint on the Sega CD. I'm a little confused as to why he wanted to see this when the Sega CD catalog is pretty vast. I mean, you got over 200 games and you've got some greats like, you know, Shining Force, CD, and Snatcher, and Lunar. And this is what he wanted to see. I'm not really sure why. I'm kind of confused. But here we go. Alright. Obviously I'm just breaking balls. He actually wanted to see Lunar Silver Star, so I'm going to shut this video off and go right over to Lunar Silver Star. Thank you for playing along with the joke. Here we go. Here's some Lunar Silver Star on the Sega CD. If you watch some of my older videos, or not old, but you know, a few months back, I had beaten the PSP version and did a little, not even a review, it was more of a reflection on it. So, it's an RPG, so I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna skip past the talking. So back when this came out, I think it was, you know, the early 90s or the mid 90s, this was a big deal because not only was this like vast, lengthy RPG, they had this, you know, anime type animation. You could hear this, the music's really nice, and they had, you know, everything was based on the CDs, obviously on the Sega CD. So that was really cool. Back then the graphics were top notch, or at least pretty close. I mean, it was still kind of 16-bit-ish, as you can see, but very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a two-part of this. I'm going to kind of combine it. So at one point I'm going to tell you I'll cut it off. I'm going to show you just a little bit of the exploration and the intro. Then I'm going to wait till I get to my first couple fights, and then I'll show you guys that so you can see the gameplay. If you haven't played this in any form, it did come out on PlayStation 1. It got remade and came out on PS1. They did make some adjustments to it. I think they dropped the difficulty down a little bit, and then they dropped it down again in terms of difficulty on the PSP. Some people don't like those versions. They say that they're just, you know, kind of like remixes. I mean, it's primarily the same game. They just added some more stuff. They replaced the graphics. I think they updated the sound and added some more anime, especially to the PS1 version, which then the PSP version took. So, yeah, this looks different than the PSP version. So the basis of the story is you're this young kid, Alex, and you and your like red tag friends are out in the world looking to go on quests and adventures. And it's all standard RPG fare, but back then, you know, it was really, like I said, very vast and big. There's a lot of fights, a lot of world to adventure into. Yeah, it does look different. And, you know, the sound and the audio and all that stuff is cool too. The main thing is your character Alex wants to be like this like local hero, Dragon Master Dine, and he's dead, and he wants to be like him. So you kind of go out on this quest to try and become a man and find your own way while protecting your friends, and they kind of have their own things going on too. So it's a good coming of age kind of RPG, I would say. God, I don't remember where to go because I haven't played the Sega CD version in forever. Trying to show you a couple anime cutscenes. Let's see here. Shop. see the fountain, but how do I get to it? Let's see. Oh, it's up here somewhere. They changed the layout, I guess, for the PSP version, because I don't remember. They condensed it. That's it. For the PSP version, they condensed it. They made everything kind of smaller and more straightforward. This one's a little more, You know what? In the PSP one, it's across the bridge. Let's go back across the bridge. Maybe I missed it. Huh. Now it's back to the shrine. Jesus, I'm not doing good in this at all, and I just started. Well, the PSP version is like up in the corner. This version, let's see if I could find it. Music's really nice. You know what, let me go up and around. Maybe I do have to walk out of the town. I don't remember. It's been so long. Nope. Well, it showed all the way up at the top. Oh, that was Dragon Master Dine's thing, right? Yeah, I have a feeling it's outside because I don't see any way to get out of here. Oh, wait. There it is.
Good morning, Alex. You're late again. Did Ramus ever find you? You know, he seemed really anxious to track you down. But then he's probably hatched another harebrained scheme. Well, anyway, let's just practice our song for the festival.
Alright, so you get the gist of it. It's a lot of exploring, walking around. They got like anime type cutscenes, great audio, great music. Let me cut now to
Alex,
the fighting and the gameplay.
your harp. You're playing so
Okay, so I
straight.
skipped ahead a couple minutes. I picked up my friend Ramus, the girl Luna, and I started out with Nal, the flying white cat. So, like I said, the basis of the story is you're trying to go on an adventure and become your own man, kind of following the footsteps of your hero, Dragon Master Dine. You get wrapped up into this big plot, and in the end, you kind of have to save the world. So that's primarily it. It's a little generic in terms of story, but it's got some nice emotional stuff, a lot of good friendship stuff going on, and you might look at this and say, well, this is the fighting. It's so boring and basic and cliche. Back then, it was the, this was the norm. So here we go. This is what the fighting's like. Try some magic. Nothing? Alright then. She can sing songs, Luna, and she can heal and, you know, cure you from diseases and stuff like that and up your stats. And as you see, if you're too far away, then it won't hit. You'll just walk closer. So see, Ramus didn't even get a hit in. So if you like classic RPGs, I think you'll definitely like this. It's a great game. It's a little difficult on the Sega CD. But I remember it being very good. And on the PSP it was awesome, so. Trying to find the first place you go to is an ice cave. Is this it? Maybe not. And Nal can give you hints. And in the PSP version, I don't remember about this one, if you die in battle but the other two people are alive still, Nal will resurrect you at 1 HP. You get new spells, you get better weapons. You know, obviously every town you get into, you're going to want to upgrade your guy with the most recent armor and weapons. You meet some cool characters along the way. I think the characters and all that stuff is primarily the same on the PSP version as it is the Sega CD version. How's this? A big pimple? Oh, it's a healing thing. Healing shrine. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there because I don't remember where it is, but the first place you go is you go to an ice cave and you have to find the white dragon, I think it is. I think it's white. There's all these dragons and they somehow protect, I think, the land or something, and you have to find him, and all this stuff ensues without giving too much away. The graphics on the PSP are obviously better. I mean, the PlayStation version is an upgrade, sort of, and then the PSP version is the PlayStation version with some extra stuff, and I think they even removed some stuff to try and make it fit better on the UMD disc. So, if you if you think this version is not so great looking, or if you can't go back to an old game like this and enjoy yourself, then hopefully you can pick up the PSP version and get into it. The other big difference is in the PSP version, and I think the PS1 version, you could see the enemies on the screen, where this one's all random battles, you can't see them. It just happens when it happens. I don't even think I'm supposed to be here yet. I'm probably gonna, like, ass raped, because I'm supposed to be, I think the ice caves are the first locale. Oh, did he just die? Shit. So that's pretty much it. You get the gist. I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to ruin any of the plot. It's a really good game. I admittedly did not beat it or get super far on the Sega CD release. I played it and gotten maybe a quarter to a third through on PS1, or maybe not even, maybe a quarter. And then I got to the end and beat it on PSP. I would probably recommend the PS1 or the PSP version only because they did upgrade it graphically and musically and all that stuff. So if you can't hang on the older stuff like I said before, then it's easier to digest in the newer form. But anyway, it's a great game. I played a little bit of Eternal Blue. I haven't done much of it, so I can't really weigh in too much on that. It's very similar, different story. I think it's in the future. Not the future as in robots and shit, but in the future past this game. It's not a prequel. I think it's a like loose sequel. So that's really about it. I just wanted to show you a little bit of Lunar the Silver Star story on the Sega CD. If there's anything else you want to see, please let me know. It's Vampire Mike from SegaCDUniverse.com and GravesideEntertainment.com. And I hope you like my stupid little joke at the beginning that, for X Juggalo Rider 1991X. Take care, guys. Be good.